Hi, welcome to yet a great session where we discuss the power of what you call a power pitch or an introduction pitch. And I have been in the business of mentoring many business people and more specifically salespeople at it. And one of the things that I always say is that a good salesperson is the one who captures the interest, or a good business person is that who captures the interest of their prospect in the first less than 30 seconds. That is the span within which you have influence, which is what even many people talk about the first impression. And the first impression is simply that it's a first impression. You don't have zero chances of changing the first impression that somebody picks up of you. So today, I want to talk about a power introduction pitch. How do you introduce yourself with oomph? How do you introduce yourself in such a way that captivates the person that you are talking to, the person whose attention you want to get, that they actually develop the interest to listen to you and subsequently prompt them to either give you a meeting or to take action based on what you are seeking to achieve from that conversation. So, what is a power pitch? I like to believe that a power introduction pitch is just that about 30 seconds where you actually have to grasp the entire interest of the person that you have met, be it a prospect, be it an acquaintance, be it somebody that you bumped into in the lifts, or you bumped into them in a reception somewhere when you're waiting to get a service. So I like to believe that there are key areas, or there are key functions, or there are key components of a power pitch. The first part of the power pitch is your name. Saying your name builds confidence in the person who you are getting their attention, in the person who you are trying to get attention from. What do I mean when I say this? This person will trust you because you have actually said your name. You have identified yourself. Remember, it doesn't matter how beautiful a car is. The one thing when you see a beautiful car that you always ask is, what is the brand of that car? What make is it? So always be very keen to introduce yourself using your name, and most importantly, use names that are unique among your name. For example, you would find a name that is easy to remember, you would find a name that is unique, or you would find a name that relates or prompts somebody to ask a question. I find myself when I use my second name, many people struggle to ask, okay, what does that mean? And that gives me a chance to actually explain my name, and therefore that person has given me a leeway to actually get into their space, and they are giving me free audience. So make sure that your name is actually very well said out, and actually there is a process to saying your name which we will be sharing in a different video, as we actually recommend a communication class that is powerful and life changing. So you must be able to say your name. The second thing is that you must be able to say what you do. Articulate what you do, because that is what tells somebody whether they will have interest in what you do or not. Therefore, you must be able to articulate what you do in the shortest of words possible, in the shortest time possible, without going into details, and being able to craft and grasp the attention of that person. You must be able to make that person want to have a conversation with you. And one of the things that you must do in this introduction in regards to what you do is that you must say how it is of interest to them. I like to say that the default status of any human being is selfishness. We are all selfish. We are all looking at how will it benefit me. The question that we ask in boardrooms is, what is in it for me? And that's exactly even what the prospect or the stranger that you have met on the streets or at the lift or probably at the reception somewhere is asking. What is in it for me in this conversation? So you must be able to actually relay what they will benefit from dealing with you in regards to what you do. So that is actually the third part, that you must, besides saying what you do, you must be able to relate how what you do benefits them. For example, in my financial planning introduction, I say my name and say I help people make the most out of their life financially through savings, investments, and insurance. Now, what that means is that I am actually coming into your life to enable you be able to create a saving culture that will benefit you, be it for your retirement, be it for accumulating money for your investment projects. That is the space that I'm stepping in to assist you to actually make the most out of. So that means that this person will actually definitely ask me, so how do you do that? And when you have done those three steps of actually introducing yourself, you'll actually find that the fourth step is actually prompted by the person that you are introducing yourself to, or the person to whom you are pitching yourself to. So they will ask you, so tell me more about that. I'm interested. I want to know more about that. This is my card. Kindly call me. This is my contact. This is my email. This is my phone number. Kindly reach out, and then you will proceed to ask when would be the best time to meet you. So when you are actually doing this, make sure that you have your tools of trade at all times. I like to say that any entrepreneur, any business person, any salesperson must always carry with them a notebook, a pen, their business card, and their phone. Why are those important? Because it is not important for you to give out your card to the prospect that you meet today, as it is important for you to get their contact. So you must strive. And the first thing is actually for them to give you their contact. Whether you write it down, I do not propose that many a times you get it on your phone, but of course, with technology today, it is almost inevitable. And of course, for purposes of verifying the number that you have gotten, you know, because you're able to give them a missed call and they say, okay, that is your number. Okay, I'll save it. You actually proceed to ask, when will be the next good time for me to call you to book for a meeting? Now, you must leave the action point for your next engagement with this client rested on you. You must make sure that the ball ends up in your court. You are the one to call the next shot. So ensure that by the time you are done with that power introduction, you actually have taken power from that prospect, and you actually are now left with a space where you are actually now going to call them to tell them, my name is so and so, we talked on such and such a date, we met on such and such a place, and I'm calling you as a follow-up to our discussion to see when we can actually have meet you and to share on the things that you told me you are interested in regards to what I do and how what I do is actually of importance to you. Believe you me, everywhere I have used this pitch, it has opened doors for me. It has opened doors for me. It has gotten people who I thought were rigid. It has gotten people who at times you would think are unapproachable, actually opening their doors to me and actually telling me, come in and let's have a discussion. This is my card. Kindly reach out. It would be interesting to have this kind of conversation. Kindly use this method of creating your power pitch, your personal power pitch, which is your personal introduction. And please, once you use it, I would really appreciate if you would get back to our channel and kindly give us feedback after you tried it and tell us, did it work? Did it help you open a door? Did it help you open or develop or begin a relationship that you are seeing that is going to be of value to you both now and in the future? So mine is to wish you the very best. Kindly subscribe to our video, our channel, share and like our video, and we really look forward to you achieving the greatness that you possess. Thank you very much.